declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Demian Maia!
Man, I'm feeling great. It's a great fighter, it's a great challenge for me. There is a challenge that I was looking for. And he's an unbelievable fighter, unbelievable wrestler who was in Olympic Games. And I knew it was going to be a war, but thanks God I was able to find the gaps, and win the fight. I knew he was very, very good. I know that I'm very good in takedown defense, but I knew I could go down. I knew, he would take me down because he's great, he's been doing that all his life. I knew that I could defend some, but eventually I was going to get on bottom. But also, I'm very, I trust very much in my skills from the bottom. That's all that jiu-jitsu is about. So, when I was on bottom, I just, did my jiu-jitsu. I've been training bottom since I start MMA. Even that majority of my fights I fall on top. For every fight I train fighting for the bottom. I remember he took me down, right? Then I went to a heel hook, and then from the heel hook I really tried to submit him. He jump outside, I will go on top, like I use the heel hook as a sweep, and I go to the mount, pass to the mount. He gives me the back, and I was just making sure that I really keep the back, because I know as a wrestler he's very good and take you out of the back. So I was making sure first to guarantee the position, and then I start to looking for punches. And then my corner said 2 minutes. I said, okay, I have time. Because when I got to his back, I said, man, I think maybe I have like just 40 seconds, 30 seconds. But then when they call like 2 minutes, I said, okay. Then, 2 minutes is enough to submit him, and it was good, I was able to do. I said, that I respect him very much, because he, like me, is a guy who representing a grappling art, and he's really just a grappler, he's not a striker or nothing like myself. He's a great, I admire very much wrestling, I have many friends there wrestling. I go training wrestling US all the time. And I own a lot for them, to help me to learn wrestling technique, to adapt to MMA, adapt to jiu-jitsu. And I respect a guy who being in Olympic Games, a guy who is so good wrestler. A lot of my coaches, they looking for him. They say, he create a different style of wrestling with his scramble, the funk style. And so it's somebody that I admire, and it's somebody that one day, I want to train together. Yeah, Diego Sanchez, he called me out like for a couple of years, and he want to do this fight, and it's a veteran fight, and I accepted. He sent me a Twitter once, like a couple years ago, but never happens. Let's see, would be nice to have one fight, a veteran fight, maybe before I retire, my last fight or the next fight. I don't know, depends what they want. But I want to get some rest now, do some seminars, stay with my family, and come back on training as soon as I can, like always.